Can you please excuse me? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about makeup mistakes that are aging your face and how to fix them. That's why my face looks like this. Hopefully you can tell which one looks more youthful. Also, if you like the way you're doing your makeup and I mention one of the areas that you are doing and you're like, I actually like the way that looks, keep doing it. I'm talking about the girlies that are like, you know what, my makeup is aging me a little bit. Just check and see if you're doing any of these. Let me know in the comments. But before we get into it, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so you can be a part of the Dom fam. And without further ado, let's get into this video. I know I look crazy, but can we talk about hair really quick? When your hair looks healthier, it helps you look more youthful and it just elevates your look in the best way ever. Did you know your hair could actually age you? So before we get into the makeup, I'm gonna show you something that has actually changed how my hair looks and gets it to this point so fast. This is the Laifen SE Hairdryer and it has seriously changed my hair routine. Also, look at this. So easy. You can change these out from the nozzle to a diffuser so quick. I used to dread drying my hair because it took forever and I'd have to crank up the heat so high. My ears would burn. It was a whole thing. But this little thing uses powerful airflow instead of high heat. This is how strong it is. And it dries your hair so fast without frying it. Look at how fast this works. I'm not even using any nozzle here. I love the way it smooths my hair while still keeping it shiny and healthy. It even has this coloring on it and it shows the temp at a glance, so you can see red for hot, orange for warm, or blue for cool. You can hold the button for 2 seconds and it cycles between hot and cold, which is perfect for minimizing damage. And it's not crazy loud either. I can still talk to my son while I'm using it. This blow dryer's fast. And it's so low. I can still talk to you and blow dry my hair. It only took me 20 minutes to completely dry my hair. Usually it takes 45 minutes, which is crazy. And I love that it's a powerful airflow that's doing it and not extreme heat. If I want a sleek, smooth hairstyle, I'll use this nozzle. It's so easy to put on or move around depending on the angle you put it in. But if you have curly hair and you just want to use the diffuser, you have that attachment as well. And it's so easy to apply. When I'm styling my hair, I like to use the nozzle. It reduces frizz and gives me a sleeker look. So I'll always put this attachment on once I'm ready to style. Such a good blow dryer. Laifen was tested and loved by professional stylists, which is why I trust that this is a top tier product. My hair actually feels healthier now. It has like a healthy shine to it and just helps elevate my look overall. If you want to try it out, there's a link in my description. It's up to 25% off right now. Trust me, you'll notice the difference. Okay, let's get into the makeup. I don't want to mess up my hair, so I'm going to put these little clips in. The number one thing is skipping skincare. Imagine putting foundation over your skin and it's dry or textured or too oily. It's going to be a hot mess and it's not going to last. So I'm going to tell you right now, find your skin type. And this is how you do it. Wash your face. After your cleanser, let your skin dry naturally. Let me know how it feels. Is it dry? Because that's mine. Mine, it feels so tight and dry. That's how I know my skin is dry. So matte foundations, matte sprays, I stay away from them. I'm gonna go in with a primer that's going to hydrate my skin. This is the Moisture Grip primer from Dominique. I'm telling you, if I skip this step, everything is gonna look so uneven, flaky because I have dry skin. Okay, so the next thing is harsh brows, blocky brows. I'm not talking about 2016 brows. I'm talking about blocky, Sharpie brows. If you're going into your eyebrow and you're doing a thick line like this is only if you feel like your makeup is aging you. This big blocky brow can harden your features and age you. Instead, you want to do light strokes and use a soft pressure when applying your brow pencil. Follow your natural brow shape. You don't have to follow it all the time. If you're more new, I would definitely advise you to follow your brow shape. So I'm gonna keep it nice and soft. Comb through just to blend your brow pencil in. Now we have a natural lifted brow that's not dragging our face down. Okay, I was gonna skip this, but then I thought if I really wanted to look old, all I have to do is put on a matte foundation and I will look 1,000 years old. I'm not even joking. So I thought I'd include it. This is the Hydro Grip Skin Tint. Hydrating, right? Because my skin is so dry. Leaves your skin with like a little bit of a dewy look to it, which I like because it just gives my skin youth, life, juice. But if I want to look old, I promise you, just take any matte foundation. And this is such a good foundation. It's very high coverage, makes you look like a porcelain doll. But for me, it goes into all the fine lines and texture that I have. Everybody loves this foundation and it's actually a really good foundation, but just my skin type won't let it sit right. I have old acne scars that just come to life. All I use for my face is natural hydrating or a dewy finish skin tint or foundation, creasing under eyes. All of us have lines, like naturally, I don't even have makeup on and I have lines. This is the wrong thing to do. Going in with your favorite concealer all the way up to the rim of your eye. So what you're gonna do is avoid the lines completely. So I'm gonna start my makeup, my concealer way down here, all the way to the nose. And then I'm gonna stop right there where all those lines are waiting for me just to grab the makeup. I'm gonna take a concealer brush and we're gonna work this concealer in. We're just gonna tap it in with our brush as far down as possible. I also have like a dark area right in there, so we can go in there. So this is where I stop. Don't use any tool but your finger. Why? Because your finger has a natural heat to it that's going to melt the product into your skin a lot more natural. So if you have harsh, fine lines or you have mature skin, try this hack. I promise you, it'll help so much. And what you're doing is just softly bringing your concealer in without putting too much product in there while helping to fuse the concealer into your skin naturally. You see the difference? You still have lines there, but they're not as accentuated as this side. Powder, I love powder. Powder's my friend. I really love powder. It just depends the kind you use, where you use it, and how much you're using. Over powdering without blending it on my hand first, going in with way too much powder, it's aging your face so bad. Powder can actually make you look younger, smoother, and it also can be your worst enemy. I look older than what I am. Instead, what you're gonna do is take whatever's left over on your cap, work your brush around. It's usually like a dome brush like this. Put it on the back of my hand so it's even. Look up and just work it into those fine lines, work it into all that area because it's not that much powder, so you're not over powdering. But if you want a little bit more brightness, I do like a little bit more brightness. I do love powder. You can take a powder puff, but take it on the back of your hand. Look how much powder that is. Imagine that all over your face. Now you're gonna look up and use the powder closer to your nose because this is the area that doesn't have as many lines and it's still gonna brighten you up. Yes, I still have lines, but they're not as harsh as this side. I love blush, but using, and even red blush, like a dramatic red blush, I love it. But there's a way you apply it where you can look so much older. If you are putting it on the apples of your cheeks, stop it right now. You're dragging down your face. Oh my God, this is so pigmented. Oh my gosh. If you have too much or if it's too pigmented, take some on the back of your hand and then softly, look at that, look how pigmented. Patrick Tall, you are pigmented. And just softly work it in higher up into your face. This is gonna lift your face and make you look a lot more youthful. But you see how the higher the blush goes, the more lifted my face looks. The next thing is using a liquid liner. If you have mature skin or if you have hooded eyes, it could make you look a little bit older when you're using a overly drawn out wing. I would just suggest, if you have mature skin, I wanted to add this tip in here, use a powder. Powders are so much more forgiving, especially if you have hooded eyes or more mature skin. I just feel like powder is a lot more forgiving. It's a little bit more youthful. It's not as dense and heavy on your eye, whereas a dark, thick liner could look good, but it also could weigh your face down depending on the texture of your skin. So opt for a powder. If you want fuller lips, don't do this. Let me just show you the way that you can age your face by 50%. Overlining the entire top and then coming way too far down on the corners and overlining that too. I feel like this looks overly done. Let me just try to make it a little more realistic. I made it look a little bit better, but you look older. You drag your face down, you're adding 10 years to your face. What you wanna do instead is overline the top Cupid's bow and then take the corner like that because I like a full corner, but don't overline this area. So what you're gonna do is go on your natural lip shape to connect. You see how it's still fuller, but in a more natural way. I'm gonna fill it in. So don't overline this area at all. Only overline this area right here. Anything here is gonna drag and droop. So you don't wanna do that. Just follow your natural shape, but connect it to the overline of the bottom of your lip. And then lately I've just been liking this gloss in the center. But this just looks so much more youthful, lifted, and fuller than this. I hope these tips help you feel more confident in your routine. And let me know if you've made one of these mistakes before. I definitely have. That's how I've learned from them. And don't forget about the Laifen hairdryer. I have a link below with up to 25% off, so check that out. And if you have not subscribed yet, make sure to hit the button below to subscribe and be a part of the Dom fam. And I will see you in the next video. Oh, before I leave, I always leave you with a encouraging, motivational message. Today's is just give yourself room to feel your feelings. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.